Hi guys, today's lesson is over combining like terms, and there are a few steps we're going to take here when combining like terms. First things first, combine terms, and terms are just parts of an expression that are alike and add or subtract, and we'll go over an example first of what we're kind of explaining right now. 2, pay attention to the signs in front of the terms, okay, additions or subtraction there. Let's look at an example here. Here we have an expression, and in this we have terms here. So we have 4y squared plus 4 plus 3x squared plus 2x plus 5 plus 10x plus 2x squared. We are going to combine the terms that are alike. So let's look at 4y squared. We need to see if there are any more y squareds that we can add or subtract to the 4y squared that we see here. We don't see any of the other terms that have a y squared term in there, so we can just leave the 4y squared alone. We're not going to add the 4y squared with anything. Now we're going to look at the 4 and see if there's anything with the 4 we can add, and it looks here like we can add the 4 with the 5 together here, 4 plus 5, okay? And then we need to see if there's anything else we need to add with the terms 4 and 5. If not, then we can be done with the 4 and the 5. Now moving on to the 3x squared. I need to find any terms that have the x squared term by the number. And I see now that, oh, I have 3x squared and 2x squared that I can add together. The terms are the same. They are alike. Okay? All right. I don't see anything else. And so now I'm going to look at my 2x here. Is there any term that looks like I can add with the 2x here? And it looks like I can add 2x to 10x. And so now I just need to pay attention to the signs in front of the terms and then either add or subtract. In this case, I have all addition here. All right? So let's see what our answer is. We have here now 4y squared. Again, we added nothing together with the 4y squared because there were not any other terms in the expression with the y squared. Okay? And here it is. We have plus 5x squared. How did we get 5x squared? Well, we just added together 3x squared plus 2x squared is 5x squared. All right? Just added the 3 plus the 2, and then my x squared just went right after my 5. Again, those terms are alike, the 3x squared and the 2x squared. How did we get 12x? Well, we just took 2x plus 10x. Again, these terms were alike, and so we added the numbers together. And then finally, 4 plus 5 gave us 9. So that is your first example. Let's take a look at another example with subtraction here. And you can see that we have some negative numbers now. And again, we have to pay attention to the sign that's in front of the number here. All right. Let's first go ahead and look at how we got our answer. 4y squared plus negative 1x squared minus 5. Let's first see how we got 4y squared. All right. I see here that I have an y squared term, 8y squared, excuse me, and then a negative 4y squared or minus 4y squared. So you got to think to yourself, okay, 8 minus 4 is what number? Well, I know 8 minus 4 is 4. And again, they're both y squared terms, so they are alike, so I can either add or subtract them. In this case, I had to subtract. 8 minus 4 is 4. The y squared goes right after it. All right, let's take a look to see how we got negative 1x squared. Well, I have 2x squared, and I see my only other x squared term here is negative 3x squared. Well, if I were to ask you what is 2 minus 3, you would tell me that it's negative 1. And again, I just have the x squared term with the other x squared term. In this case, it's 2x squared with negative 3x squared, or 2x squared minus 3x squared. And that is how I get negative 1x squared. All right, now I'm going to look see how I got negative 5 or minus 5. Well, I see my negative 3 right here. I'm just going to subtract 2. All right, so negative 3 minus 2 is negative 5. All right, And again, I can't add or subtract anything else with the -3 and -2 there. So my final answer then is 4y squared plus -1x squared minus 5. You might also say, well, can I write it like this? 4y squared minus 1x squared minus 5. Yes, you can. Plus a negative or minus here, they mean the same thing, okay? So 4y squared plus -1x squared minus 5, or 4y squared minus 1x squared minus 5, both mean the same thing there, okay? That is your lesson today on combining like terms.